WutheringWaves has just wrapped up its anniversary live stream, and in terms of presentation, this was one of the greatest gacha live streams of all time. But this also left people quite upset, not because of the live stream itself, but because of the lack of rewards given. Let's get right into it. Now, I want to be clear, the patch itself looks like a pretty decent patch. Zani looks amazing. That is basically a charge blade. If you know, you know. That is basically a charge blade. Her transformation looks absolutely incredible. I will be pulling for this character and her weapon. Yeah, and her weapon looks insane as well. Ciaccona looks great. Ciaccona looks amazing. I would totally pull for this character if I could, if there were actual anniversary rewards given out. I mean, I believe the math has been done and it's 37 pulls total. Could be wrong. Maybe the post I saw with all the math was incorrect, but I believe it's 37 total, which if you're someone that just pulled Shorekeeper and you had to go to like hard pity, you're in a very tough spot, especially if you want Zani. You're in a very tough spot. Or if you want any of the rerun characters, right? Because I mean, Zani's first, her weapon, gorgeous weapon. We'll be pulling for that. Thank God for the guarantee weapon banner on in WutheringWaves. But then we look at the reruns in phase 1, where we have Jian, Yinlin, Jeje, Sheng Liao, and Phoebe, good old Phoebe. So it just says set a 5-star resonator as the target for boosted drop rate. You still could go to pity. Now, all we got was 37 pulls. That is all we got. So I'll pull. Let's take my account for instance, right? 2.0 drops. I find out Jeje is Carlotta's best in slot. I pull Jeje first, right? I lose my next I lose my 50-50 first going for Jeje, right? I pull Jeje. I lose my 50-50 again. And now I don't have enough pulls in the entirety of 2.0 to pull Carlotta, right? Did everything I could. So now I would like to pick up Zani just because I really need like a Spectro DPS that can use Spectro Frazzle. And if we look on the second side, right? All their weapons, of course, that's standard, all their weapons. And then we're gonna have Ciaccona, as well as, it's literally every character in the game, right? So it's Jinshi, Cheng-Li, Carlotta, Roshia, and Brant. Now, I would like to pick up my Carlotta here too. I don't need her Sig. I can use the one from the standard banner. It gives crit rate, it's fine. I'll just use that. I don't need to be greedy and go for the Sig, but I would like to at least pull Carlotta. At worst, they could have made these banners a guarantee. And if they weren't going to do that, with all of them running at the same time, you could have at least made it so the total pity is a lot lower than like maybe like 50 total pity or something, right? Or I mean, even like 50 total pity with a guarantee on the banner would be fantastic. In my opinion, that even incentivizes more people to spend, right? Because you can pick up more characters. You might, and the top up's getting reset. Newer players, well, God, you're in such a good position if you're a newer player. Oh my God, if you start this game today, or not today, when this update drops, you are in such a good position. You literally can craft your own team. I don't know how many total pulls there are in WutheringWaves, but I'm sure it's a shit ton. You can, oh my God, like just looking at this just blows my mind. Holy, yeah. I mean, you are cooking if you are a newer player. 10 banners, 12 total banners actually, because we're gonna have Zani and Ciaccona as well as these other 10 characters, right? You have to give out more as a company. You have to. I don't care what anyone says. 40, 50 pulls wouldn't be enough. Not when you're starting from 0, right? If the guarantee didn't exist, then I would say, or if the 50-50 didn't exist, then I would say 37 pulls would probably be okay, honestly. Especially with a guaranteed weapon banner system as well, right? That's something I would totally be okay with. Then I think the anniversary rewards aren't necessarily as bad, but I'm not gonna lie to you, they're pretty bad for free-to-play players. If you're low spender / whale, you are eating this patch. You are eating. Yeah, you're just in a fantastic spot. You can literally craft your own teams with this hologram fleur-de-lis, as well as hologram that's gonna be so cool, as well as hologram Lorelei is gonna be really cool. That's gonna be a fun fight. Let me know in the comment section which one of those holograms you think it's going to be harder. And then we talked about the glider, and another thing I did want to talk about was the main stat selector for the ecosystem. If you're a newer, if you're a tourist, maybe this is good for you. But you can select your main stat and still get fucked on substats. So not the best thing, I'm gonna be honest. It's okay for 3-star echoes though, if you want to get that Spectro on Spectro or like Fusion on Fusion. It'll help minimize that a bit, but even then you can still roll like dog shit substats. And then I can't find it, but the cube event where you're able to combine skills is super cool. I thought that was a very cool, it looks very fleshed out as well. Right here, she's doing the Camilla whip with the laser. That is just so sick. And look at all these like this looks really fleshed out. I'm assuming this is everything you can combine in game. That is, it looks really fleshed out. It really does. So I'm really excited for that event. I think that's going to be really good. Again, I do think the banner system is very, it's just like, it's predatory. I'm not gonna lie. It's like giga predatory. And I love WutheringWaves. I love this game so much, but even if they like slightly one up Hoyo a little bit, I mean they one up them by having 12 banners, right? But I think, I don't know, a free character would set a precedent to where you would have to do that every single year, right? And they're not going to do that. I don't think that's too much to ask for though, in my personal opinion. I've played other gachas, right? I believe Nikkei had its live stream at the same time, and they're giving out I believe it's a free 5-star with 160 pulls. And then Reverse 1999, which I do play on the side, is giving out, let me check. I'm actually not sure how many pulls it's giving out, but one thing it is giving out is a free 6-star character, which is a free limited character, right? However, you do have to log in from 365 days. However, it's counted from the 26th of October 2023, right? So for me personally, I'll be able to get my 6-star character. It's going to be random, but it's still a limited character, right? So I would take that. If that existed in Wuwa, I would take that. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. I thought the live stream's presentation was exceptional. I really liked the presentation. But as far as the rewards, I am a little bit let down. I'm not gonna lie, because there's just no universe that I pick up Zani, her weapon, and Carlotta, right? Because I don't have a I'm assuming Zani's weapon's gonna have crit. I don't look at leaks. I don't know. I'm assuming I don't have a crit like fists, gauntlets is what they're called. So I'm essentially forced to pick up her weapon. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a very mid Zani. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.